Sunderland have told clubs that Wilson Isidor is not for sale, according to Sky Sports, while talks continue with West Ham United over a loan move for Simon Adingra. Two decisions on two forwards, and they pull the recruitment model in opposite directions. Isidor is the one the method would normally cash in. 25 years old, just back from a World Cup with Haiti, wanted by several clubs, and a player whose last league start for the club came in December. Value at its peak, minutes at their lowest. That is the exact profile this operation has sold before, and selling it funds the next two signings. They have refused, which tells you the calculation has changed. Brian Brobbey starts, but with Eliezer Mayenda gone, and a Europa League campaign to cover as well as the league, a second striker who can play across the front line is now worth more in the squad than in the accounts. Adingra runs the other way entirely. £20.5 million from Brighton and Hove Albion 12 months ago, a prominent role early last season, then out of the side and off to Monaco in January, with Monaco choosing not to make it permanent. Loaning him again is not the model working. It is the model conceding that one of its bigger outlays has not returned anything yet. The wide areas explain why it is happening anyway. Nilson, Angulo and Jocelin arrived in January. Another wide player is a priority this summer. And Adingra lost his place last season even when the flanks were thin. Nothing about a Thursday to Sunday calendar improves those odds. He needs matches, and there are not enough here to give him. Which is where the structure becomes the whole negotiation. A straight loan gets a player off the wage bill and returns him in a year with no more resale value than he has today, still carrying a £20.5 million purchase against him. The version that helps includes an obligation, or an option with real money attached, because West Ham want this finalised before the Championship season starts, and Nuno Espirito Santo has a promotion to chase. Sunderland is selling into that urgency, whether they call it a sale or not. I would not let him go on a clean loan. Not at that price, not a year after paying it. The part that decides how the rest of the window looks is what these two calls do together. Keeping Isidor removes the obvious sale, and loaning Adingra removes the other one. So the money for that priority-wide signing has to come from somewhere that has not been named yet. A club that has spent 2 seasons funding purchases with departures has just closed both doors in the same week. So the next piece of news out of the Stadium of Light should be a wide player arriving, and the fee attached to him will show whether Isidor's protection was conviction or a bet on the second half of the window.